Hello everyone, my name is Nikki, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I normally share my insights as a sonographer, but in light of American Heart Month, I wanted to kind of go over a couple of the cardiovascular diseases that are out there. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson declared the first American Heart Month. To this day, heart disease is the leading cause of death in both men and women in the United States. 1 out of every 4 deaths are a result of heart disease each year. The first cardiovascular disease that we're going to briefly touch on is carotid artery disease. And carotid artery disease is plaque buildup in the carotid arteries, your internal and or external carotid artery, which will block the flow of blood to your face, head, brain. The second cardiovascular disease that we're going to briefly touch on today is a CVA, or cerebral vascular accident, commonly known as a stroke. And a stroke is an interruption of blood flow that carries oxygen to the brain cells, and it can cause damage to the brain cells either due to a blockage or rupture. If it's due to a rupture, it's called a hemorrhagic stroke. And if it's due to a blockage, it's called an ischemic stroke. There's also something called a TIA, which is a transient ischemic attack, and it's a neurological event that kind of mimics the symptoms of a stroke, but those symptoms usually subside after a short period of time. Another cardiovascular disease that we're going to briefly touch on are abdominal aortic aneurysms. And what an abdominal aortic aneurysm is, it's basically kind of a ballooning of your abdominal aorta. So the lining of your abdominal aorta will start to thin and kind of start to dilate. And it's kind of like a balloon filling with water. The last cardiovascular disease that we're going to talk about today is coronary artery disease. And this one actually affects the heart. And coronary artery disease usually occurs when there's an interruption of the nutrients that are being supplied to the heart, which are carried by the blood vessels. And coronary artery disease can lead to myocardial infarctions, which are heart attacks, as well as cardiac arrest when your heart stops. So screenings are really good ways to get a baseline and stay on top of some of the cardiovascular diseases that we spoke about in this video. I genuinely want to thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the description box down below, and I promise to get to them as soon as I can. Until next time.